We'll have exciting plenaries, 8 tracks, which cover 40 different workshops. There'll be a welcome reception on Friday evening. We have 40 exhibitors for you in the exhibit hall, and we have 3 lounge spaces for you to network, people living with AIDS and HIV, the transgender non-conforming lounge, and also a wellness lounge for your relaxation and to recharge. We have Spanish translation for those attendees who would prefer to hear workshops and presentations in Spanish. You'll pick up a headset, and we have translators on site to help you with that. New to the summit this year, for those of you who have joined us in the past, we'll be offering a legal clinic. As Danny mentioned, there's a lot going on today. And so having some sound legal advice that you can trust to be guided into next steps, they'll be there for you to talk with. We'll have a therapy suite for those of you who want to speak with a certified therapist while you're on site. There'll be an innovation theater, which is short TED Talks by our hosts and other organizations to share what innovations they have going on right now. And there'll also be a documentary film screening, Keep the Cameras Rolling, the Pedro Zamora Way, hosted by the Gave Men a Color. So who attends this summit is you all, advocates, researchers, community-based organizations, healthcare providers, and people affected by HIV. So we're looking forward to seeing you all there in Atlanta. Next slide, please. So as Danny mentioned, we're at the Signia by Hilton in downtown Atlanta, which opened just last year. So it's one of Atlanta's newest and largest hotels that they've built in over 40 years. So you're in for a real treat for the venue. And those of you who are staying with us or traveling to the city, within your rooms, you have the standard and USB outlets for all your devices, a coffee machine, refrigerator. The Signia has closed steamers instead of irons. So that would be a little different for those of you who are used to using an iron like myself. And in safe rooms to keep what your valuables safe. Also on-site amenities at the hotel is a 24-hour fitness center, a spa if you want to treat yourself, but you will have to arrange that with the hotel and pay for those separately. There are 3 restaurants, 1 lobby bar, and a marketplace cafe for you to grab food items throughout the day. We serve lunch on Friday and Saturday, and snacks in the exhibit hall, as well as hors d'oeuvres and appetizers at the welcome reception. Next slide. So Shantae is going to talk a little bit about getting there to the venue.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shantae Gray. So happy to see a lot of our scholarship recipients. I see you all in the webinar chat. So I just want to say hi and thank you for being here. I'll be going over the next couple of slides. So right now we're talking about getting there. So again, as my colleagues mentioned, we're at the Signia by Hilton. Mostly everyone will be flying into the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta. It's about 20 to 40-minute ride, depending on traffic. We urge everyone to download Uber or Lyft. Just make sure you put the app on your phone. It is the cheapest way to get to and from the hotel. The price is between $30 and $50. We always say if you have a friend that's coming in, jump in with them, try to get a buddy and get in the same Uber or Lyft and come to the hotel. And you can arrange that before you get here if you know who's coming as well. Please note that there's only valet parking at the hotel, and the rate is $60 a day. But we do know that there is self park at the Georgia World Congress Center, which is which is near the hotel, which is $10 a day. We're thinking like a 10-minute walk. We also, if you need a scooter, please call Scoot Around and make your reservations. We suggest doing it now, and it's $39 a day. Next slide, please. Now let's talk about registration and check-in. So registration is located on the second floor foyer in the Signia Hotel. The hours are Thursday, April the 10th from 12 to 5. Friday, April 11th from 8 to 4. Please stop past early. We always suggest people to come early. The earlier you come, you miss the lines. And for those who don't like lines, get there early. I'll be there. Also, you will get a badge QR code email. And as you see to my right, this is the email that you will be getting on April the 7th and April the 9th. And I should say this because this email goes out to so many people, sometimes it may go in your spam. So please, please, please don't freak out if you don't receive it. Check your spam folder because it will go out on the 7th. And if not, check it again on the 9th. However, what you do with this email, you bring it to us to the registration desk. This barcode down at the bottom has a number on it, and the number is connected to your name. So you'll come up, walk up to the registration desk, you'll scan that barcode, and we'll print your badge. So just make sure you screenshot it, save it, print it out, any of those, and bring it to the registration desk with you. If you so happen to lose it or don't have it, don't worry. Bring your ID with you and we'll get you all checked in. Next slide, please. Awesome. So let's go over the hotel map. So this is the most exciting thing. So here's the thing. So we're on two levels. So even though it's a nice big hotel, we're only on two levels, which makes it so much better for us. So the first level that we're on is level 2. And on level 2, as I just mentioned earlier, registration is on a level 2. We have lunch on level 2, the exhibit hall on level 2, and then we also have workshops on level 2. The other thing that's on level 2, but not quite in the Insignia Hotel, but it's in the Georgia World Congress Center. And a lot of people want to know, like, where is that? So it's actually on level 2 as well, and it's a short breezeway to the Congress Center. And so you'll just walk over there. I want to say less than a 5-minute walk to get to the plenary sessions, and that's where all the plenaries will be at. Other than that, everything else will be on the second and third floor in the Signia Hotel. Next slide, please. The other way, Taylor. Thank you. And so on level 3, again, we're happy to have lunch on 2 floors this year. So lunch will be on the second floor and third floor. You will be able to grab your lunch out in the hallway area and go inside the rooms and have lunch. We also have on the third floor some of our community corners and also more workshops. Next slide, please. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the Georgia World Congress Center. It's actually called the Georgia Ballroom. Again, it's a quick breezeway from one side to the other that you'll walk through, and all our plenary sessions will be in the Georgia Ballroom. And we will have signs, we will have balloons. No one will get lost. We will make sure that everyone will be there, and we'll make sure we show everyone how to get there. Next slide, please. All right, let's get into the exhibit hall. We are so excited to have such an amazing exhibitors this year. We're super excited about this. The exhibit hall is open on Thursday from 1 to 5 p.m. So once you check in, get your badge, you can go into the exhibit hall. As Joy mentioned earlier, it will be snacks in exhibit hall. And if you like me, who likes snacks, that's what the snacks will be. It'll be open on Friday as well from 8 to 4, and it'll be open on Saturday from 10 to 12. So we also would love for you guys to come through the exhibitor hall to see all the great exhibitors that we have this year. What's new? So this year we have a innovation theater. And everyone would, what is the theater? So we have some esteemed group of people who will be talking about the new innovations for 2025 and beyond. So they will be there from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. We have four slots from 8:30 to 10, and then we have four slots from 2:30 to 4. This is if you have been to a silent head party. So this year you'll be having on some silent headphones. You will go into the exhibit hall, you will grab your silent headphones, you will grab a seat, and then you'll listen to people in the Innovation Theater. This is something totally new, totally dope, totally different. We're hoping that it will blow your mind. So please, please, please remember Friday from 8:30 to 10 and also from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Next slide, please. All right, Joy.
Uh, all right, everyone. So there'll be lots of times to have small group discussions and even listening to silent discussions over the headphones. But the plenaries are time for us to come together for a unified message. And so, as mentioned earlier, we have 4 separate plenaries. The first is going to be on Thursday, April 10th at 5 o'clock, and it's the impact in the fight against HIV. So in this evolving moment, ongoing health disparities, technological innovations, and shifting societal landscapes is more important than ever to ground and synergize our work in innovative, community-centered approaches with the integration of evidence-based practices and technologies to effectively address HIV-related health disparities. So this plenary is going to emphasize the real power of real-world application, the need for community involvement, and the importance of collaboration to turn scientific progress into tangible local impact. Next slide. On Friday, we have a plenary beginning at 1 o'clock. The time is now for action and impact in HIV prevention. So it's a fact that innovations in PrEP have transformed options for HIV prevention. But the reality is we are far from reaching our national goal of 50% PrEP coverage by 2030. So join us for a fast-paced program designed to equip you with the knowledge and tools to drive meaningful change in PrEP uptake. Hear from leading experts, community leaders, and innovators as they share actionable strategies and offer measurable goals. Whether you're a healthcare professional, community organizer, or a dedicated frontline worker, this program will inspire and empower you to take bold actions towards advancing PrEP utilization. And this is presented by Gilead. Next slide. The next plenary is on April 12th at 8 a.m. Innovations in Action. We'll explore how groundbreaking strategies are transforming the landscape of HIV prevention and care. This dynamic session will spotlight real-world innovations that are in action today, from digital health and telehealth navigation to regionally driven practices that address social determinants of health. You'll hear from leaders and visionaries tackling health disparities head on today and see how communities are turning bold ideas into action right now. And then later on in that plenary, we'll celebrate or we'll vote and celebrate the Preppy Awards, where we'll spotlight 3 outstanding social media campaigns. This year, our finalists are Prep for Teens, Preparate, and Black Women Prep 2. They're going to use art, culture, and storytelling to raise PrEP awareness. Like I said, we'll vote real time in person after you hear their presentations and decide who will walk away with the $10,000 prize to support their continued work. And then our final plenary is on Saturday as well at 1 o'clock, and it's called Justice, Innovation, and the Future of HIV Prevention. So it'll feature a powerful lineup of established and emerging leaders reflecting on their personal experiences that shape their work in health equity and HIV prevention. Speakers will share origin stories that connect their backgrounds to their current advocacy. Expect a thoughtful, intergenerational dialogue on leadership, justice, and the importance of inspiring the next generation to carry the movement forward. And all of our plenaries will integrate entertainment and excitement so that you will leave feeling informed, connected to be able to carry this work forward after the summit. Next slide. So I'll turn it over to Diane. She's going to go over the conference agenda at a glance.
Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Diane Ferguson, and I'm the Conference Associate Manager here at NMAC, and we have worked very hard. The conferences team, the NMAC leadership, the treatment team have worked very hard to bring you all a robust and full summit. So beginning on Thursday, April 10th, registration begins from 12 p.m. and ends at 5. The exhibit hall opens at 1 and closes at 5. The opening plenary, once again, starts at 5 and ends at 6:30. And then there will be a documentary film screening from 7 to 8:30. On Friday, the 11th, is going to be a very full day with registration beginning at 8 and ending at 4. The exhibit hall opens at 8:30 and ends at 4. Shantae mentioned the Innovation Theater Part 1 is going to begin at 8:30 and end at 10 a.m. in the exhibit hall. The first session of workshops will begin at 10:30 and 12. Please attend as many workshops as you can. Our presenters are excited to have you come and listen to their presentations. Lunch and community corners is from 12 to 1 p.m. The afternoon plenary, as Joy mentioned, is from 1 to 2:30. The second Innovation Theater begins at 2:30 and ends at 4 in the exhibit hall. The workshop session number 2 begins at 2:45 and ends at 4:15. Workshop session 3 begins at 4:30 and ends at 6. There will be infinity sessions from 6:30 to 7:30. And the wonderful, exciting welcome reception is going to be from 7 to 8:30. And I'm going to use Shantae's phrase, as she says, she's super excited. So we are super excited to have you come and just mingle and have some hors d'oeuvres and some cocktails and just have a wonderful evening on Friday. On Saturday morning at 8:30, we will have the morning plenary, as Joy mentioned again, and the Preppery Awards. From 10:10 to 12, the exhibit hall will be open. The final workshop session, session 4, will begin at 10:30 and end at 12. There will be lunch from 12 to 1, and then the closing plenary will be from 1 to 2:30, and that will end the summit's day. Next slide, please. There are some lounges and suites that you might be interested in. Health and wellness. There will be a wellness lounge on level 3 that will give you the opportunity, as Joy mentioned, to just chill out, relax and recharge. There will be seated massages that you can sign up for. The therapy suite is going to be an area where you can go and actually speak to a therapist if you're not feeling well. And that's on level 3 as well. And the lactation room is on level 3 as well, where those of you that will be breastfeeding will have a private room to do that. Next slide, please. So the conference technology and app and your social media, please download the 2025 BHPS app. Do it before you arrive so you can schedule and your updates and get your alerts by the time you get to the conference. The 2025 BHPS is available on Google Play and the Apple Store. There will be complimentary Wi-Fi in the Signia and in GWCC, which is the Georgia World Congress Center. Charger stations will be located in the Triumph foyer on the 2nd floor, but please do not leave your devices unattended. Make sure you're there while they're charging. Please don't leave them and come back later and get them. Just be attentive to your devices while they're charging. Get social. Like I said, sign up for the app on 2025 BHPS. You can also get information on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and Facebook. Next slide, please. So maximizing your summit experience. We are so looking forward to seeing all of you. I know there are quite a few people that will be summit first time attendees, and we look forward to having you. There'll be wonderful networking opportunities, photograph opportunities during lunch in the exhibit hall, at the affinity sessions, doing the welcome reception, doing the film screening, and in the lounges, and just in the hallway, in the foyers, at the beginning and the end of each presentation. So a workshop and a plenary. So please take the opportunity to see people that you haven't seen in a while. If you're into, greeting with a hug, please do so. Also, to plan your sessions, use the app to build your personal agenda. You are able to earn 12 continuing education units, or CEUs, from George Mason University, which offers general CEUs, the National Commission for Health Education Credentialing, the National Association for Social Workers, and the National Board of Public Health Examiners. There will be a barcode posted in each presentation room for you to scan and take a Survey Monkey to get your evaluate each session. And at the end of the conference, if you could please, there will be another barcode in each presentation room to do a summary, an overall summary. Please fill out that overall summary so we can get and give us feedback, so we can share those results from the presenters and we can share those results with the presenters, and then get information about the plenaries and share those, and just get an overall feel of how you felt that the summit went. So please fill out those evaluations and surveys. Next slide. And I'm going to turn it back over to Danny.
I think you're on mute.
I am. I was on mute. I'm off mute now. Thank you. Thank you, Joy, Diane, Shantae. And right now, I just want to thank our sponsors that actually make the summit possible. Presenting sponsor, Gilead Sciences, advocate, Mr. Benefactor, Merck, and American Exchange. Our supporter sponsors include CVS Health, Healthvana, Vive Healthcare, Avita, Q Care Plus, and NPS Pharmacy. So thank you. Next slide, please. Well, we are done talking for now. Now we're ready to answer some additional questions from you. So if you have any, please put them in the chat and we will be happy to respond to them.
And Danny, real quick, I neglected to say that the app is being finalized, so it should be available later this afternoon or first thing in the morning. So check it out, y'all.
Also, this webinar will be on our website tomorrow, at least by Monday. You can see it on the website as well.
Thank you, Shantae. I think that answers Andre Strickland's question.
Yes. Any questions? Please put them in the chat now. You're welcome, Andre.
The name, what is the documentary film or the title? I don't know if we can go back to that slide. I don't have it in front of me at the moment. That was all the way at the front. And in the meantime, someone asked, is there a pool at the Signia? There is. So take your own chances. I don't know how cold or warm it'll be, but they do have that there available for you. And the documentary is called Keep the Cameras Rolling, the Pedro Zamora Way, which is hosted by the Gay Men of Color. So some of you may remember Pedro Zamora was a cast member on The Real World. I'm not sure how long ago that was. And he had a powerful story that he shared with the public. So there'll be a screening of that documentary at the summit this year. Question for the
Oh, go ahead, Joy. I was just about to go read off another question.
Go ahead, Taylor. Thank you.
There's one in the Q&A. Somebody asked, will all the information covered here be available on the app?
Yes, it will be. That and more. All of this and more will be on the app. So check it out. We'll get it up as soon as possible, hopefully by the end of the day, but check it out. It'll all be there. The list of workshops and so much more.
Mm-hmm. And also the app, we will periodically throughout the conference be sending time sensitive messages. If there's a schedule change or something that attendees need to know right away, we'll push a notification out through the app. So please make sure to download it, turn on your notifications from the app prior to arriving.
Okay. Another question is, how is the process to ask for a reimbursement for transportation if I'm driving to Atlanta? I have the scholarship.
So any scholarship questions should be emailed. And if you're driving, you should have we have already spoke and you should know what to do. But send me an email and I can resend you the information.
Taylor, I see a question asking or stating rather that someone was invited to the pre-summit meeting with Gilead that is on the 10th. The confirmation that was sent has the reservation for the 10th. So
Danny.
Yes.
Danny. So if that's that sounds like you got invited, you have two different ones. So send us an email. So that's a question that shouldn't be answered on here. Send us an email. I think I've emailed you several times, but send us an email and then we can get that situated. Thank you.
Thank you, Shantae.
You're welcome.
Joel already answered the question about the CEUs. It says for the evaluation CEUs we complete, will we be receiving a certificate for each or just one?
You will be receiving a certificate that lists all of the CEUs that you're to get. They're up to 12. You can get up to 12 CEUs. And within 60 days of the end of the summit, I will be emailing everyone that wanted CEUs. I will be sending you a letter with the list of workshops that you attended and how many CEUs you will receive.
I think that's it. I don't have any more questions in the Q&A or in the chat.
Yes.
Well, on the
Right.
last slide, yeah, it had our website, nmac.org/BHPS. If you want to take a look at the slides that Shantae mentioned, you'll be able to find them there, as well as other information about the summit. And then you can also see the conference's email in the corner as well. For the question about the scholarship, though, please correspond directly with Shantae, and she'll get that squared away for you.
Well, since we don't have any more questions, we would like to thank everyone for attending today's webinar. We look forward to seeing each and every last one of you in Atlanta, the Georgia Peach State. So any other further questions, you can contact conferences@nmac.org, or you can give me a call. So we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you, guys.
all.
Have a good one.
See you soon.
Thank you to our interpreters as well.
Yes, thank you, interpreters. And Taylor.
And Taylor.
No problem.
Taylor, thank
Yeah.
you.
Anytime, y'all. All right.
Everyone.
Take care, everybody.
All hang out. Do we all